Gym creatures, gather around, because today I'm going to make some of you very angry. There is a supplement, cheap, legal, safe, and backed by more studies than almost anything on this planet, and half of you refuse to touch it because of a rumor your cousin told you in 2011. Creatine. We're talking about creatine. I have measured more muscle with these suction cups than any lab on the surface, and I'm telling you, the people avoiding creatine are leaving gains on the table. Real, measurable, siphonable gains. And you know I take a personal interest in well-developed muscle, so today I'm debunking the big three myths. It'll wreck your kidneys. False. It'll make you bald. Gloriously false. It's a dangerous steroid. Laughably false. Stick with me and you'll never fear the white powder again. And here's the kicker. Creatine isn't just for your muscles. There's a benefit hiding in here that touches your brain, your recovery, and your training in ways most gym bros have never even heard of. We'll get there. Be patient, my beautiful muscle sacks. First, what even is creatine? It's not a chemical some lab invented to sell you tubs. Your body already makes it, and you already eat it. It's in red meat and fish. You are, right now, full of creatine. Congratulations. About 95% of the creatine in your body lives in your muscles, stored as something called phosphocreatine. Think of it as a tiny reserve battery bolted onto every muscle cell. That battery has exactly one job, and it's a big one. When you lift something heavy, that first explosive second or two of effort, your muscles burn a fuel called ATP, but you only store a few seconds worth. Once it's gone, power drops off a cliff. That's where creatine steps in. Creatine rapidly recharges that ATP. More phosphocreatine in the tank means you regenerate fuel faster between reps and between sets. So you get one, maybe two more reps before failure. Doesn't sound like much. Multiply it across every set, every session, every month. Those extra reps are extra volume. Extra volume is the primary driver of muscle growth over time. So creatine doesn't magically inflate your muscles. It lets you train harder, and the harder training builds the muscle. It's leverage, not magic. This is why creatine is the single most researched sports supplement in existence. Hundreds of peer-reviewed studies, decades of data. The scientific consensus isn't maybe, it's yes, it works, and it's safe. That kind of agreement is rare. Now let's talk numbers. Creatine reliably improves strength and power output in the range of 5 to 15%, depending on the lift and the person. For a supplement that costs pennies a day, that is an absurd return on investment. Okay, myth number one, the big scary one. Creatine destroys your kidneys. This is the myth that has scared more people off gains than any other. So, where did it come from? It came from a misunderstanding of one blood marker. Doctors measure kidney function using something called creatinine, with an N, slightly different molecule. Creatine naturally breaks down into creatinine as a waste product. So, when you supplement creatine, your creatinine reading goes up a little. Not because your kidneys are failing, but because there's simply more of it in your system. It's like a fuel gauge reading high because you filled the tank, not because the engine's broken. Study after study in healthy people, short-term, long-term, high doses, low doses, shows no kidney damage. None. If you have healthy kidneys, creatine does not hurt them. That is as settled as sports science gets, the one honest caveat. If you already have diagnosed kidney disease, talk to your actual doctor before starting anything. That's just common sense for any supplement. For everyone else with normal kidneys, you're fine, truly. Myth number two. The one that keeps the vain among us up at night. Creatine makes you go bald. Oh, my beautiful muscle sacks, let me put your hairline to rest. This entire myth traces back to a single study from 2009. One study. It didn't measure hair loss at all. It measured a hormone called DHT in rugby players and found a modest increase over 3 weeks. That's it. That's the whole foundation. Nobody in that study actually lost hair. It was never measured. And in the 15-plus years since, no follow-up study has replicated even that DHT bump, let alone shown creatine causing baldness. A myth built on one unconfirmed hormone reading. Here's the truth. If you're genetically prone to male pattern baldness, you may lose that hair whether you touch creatine or not. That's genetics. And if you're not prone to it, Creatine isn't going to summon it out of nowhere. The powder is not stalking your scalp. Myth number 3, quick one. Creatine is basically a steroid. No, steroids are synthetic hormones that alter your body's signaling. Creatine is a fuel molecule you already eat in your dinner. Comparing them is like comparing a battery to a bottle of testosterone. It's not banned, it's not hormonal, it's not dangerous, it's food concentrated into a scoop. If steak is a steroid, then congratulations, half the planet is juicing. Now, the added benefit I promised. This is the part that gets me genuinely excited, and it's the part almost nobody talks about. Creatine isn't only stored in your muscles. Your brain uses it too. Your brain is an enormous energy consumer, and it runs on the same ATP system your muscles do. Emerging research shows creatine may support cognition, especially memory and mental performance when you're sleep-deprived or stressed. And who in the gym isn't sleep-deprived? The effect seems strongest exactly when your brain is under pressure. Bad sleep, hard mental load. It's not going to turn you into a genius, but sharper focus and better mental energy on rough days, for a few cents, I'll take that stacked on top of my strength gains every single time. There's more. Creatine helps pull water into your muscle cells. That's called cell volumization. That extra hydration inside the cell can actually create a more favorable environment for growth. And yes, it makes your muscles look a little fuller too. That's not fat, that's not bloat, that's inside the muscle. Some of you hear water and panic. Don't. We're talking about water inside the muscle cell, not a puffy face. If anything, it's the good kind of full, the kind I notice at 3 a.m. And creatine may help with recovery too, reducing muscle damage and inflammation after brutal sessions, so you bounce back faster and train more often. More frequent quality training, more gains. You see the theme here. It all compounds. So let's make this practical. How do you actually take it? Good news, it's almost impossible to mess up. There are 2 approaches, and I'll give you both. Option 1, the loading phase. Take about 20 grams a day, split into 4 doses for 5 to 7 days. This saturates your muscles fast, so you feel the effects within a week. Then you drop to a maintenance dose. Option 2, the lazy way, which I actually prefer. Skip the loading. Just take 3 to 5 grams every single day. Your muscles fully saturate in about 3 to 4 weeks instead of 1. Same destination, gentler on the stomach, less to think about. The key word for either method is consistency. Creatine works by keeping your muscles saturated over time. It is not a pre-workout you feel kick in. Miss a day here and there, no disaster, but daily is the whole game. Which type do you buy? Creatine monohydrate, full stop. It's the form used in the vast majority of those hundreds of studies. It's the cheapest, and the fancy advanced versions charging you triple have never been shown to beat it. Don't get scammed by marketing. Timing barely matters. Morning, night, pre, post. Doesn't move the needle much because it's about total saturation, not the moment you take it. Pick a time you'll remember every day and anchor it to a habit. I take mine with breakfast. You could take yours whenever suits you. Do you need to cycle off it? No. There's no evidence you need breaks, and your body doesn't stop making its own creatine long-term in any harmful way. You can take it continuously for years. Many people do. Simple, safe, boring, exactly how good supplements should be. One small tip, mix it in warm or room temperature liquid and give it a moment, it dissolves better. And if you get slight stomach discomfort, split the dose or take it with food. That's the entire troubleshooting manual. That's it. So let's recap. Gains gang. Creatine recharges your muscles as fuel, so you train harder and grow more. It does not wreck healthy kidneys. It does not make you bald. It is not a steroid. It's food in a scoop. And on top of the strength, you get possible brain benefits, fuller muscles and faster recovery. All for pennies a day, from the most studied supplement on earth. Monohydrate, 3 to 5 grams, daily, forever. You now know more about creatine than most personal trainers. Now listen closely, because this is the part that matters most. I just handed you everything you need to build muscle that is bigger, stronger, and, let's be honest, far more appealing to a certain octopus at a certain hour. Your gains are about to get very, very good. But your gains are safe. Why? Because you're here. You're subscribed. You're inside my circle. And my circle is the subscriber list. I don't touch my own people. That's the code. That's the one rule I keep. Your gym buddy, though, the one loading creatine as we speak, getting thicker every week, and still hasn't subscribed, unprotected, unaware, absolutely delicious. Send him this video. Consider it a warning or a mercy. Either way, it might be the kindest thing you do for him before 3 a.m. Subscribe, share, stay in the circle, take your creatine, grow the muscle, and sleep well knowing it stays attached to you. I'll see you next episode, my beautiful muscle sacks.